In the late 1970s, an ordinary council house in Enfield, North London, became the center of one of the most infamous hauntings in history. It all began in August 1977, when Peggy Hodgson, a single mother of four, reported strange noises and furniture moving on its own. The activity seemed to focus on her two youngest daughters, Margaret and Janet. At first, Peggy thought her children were just playing tricks, but soon the disturbances escalated. Neighbors and even local police officers claimed to witness chairs sliding across rooms and knocks echoing from the walls. Word spread quickly, and soon investigators from the Society for Psychical Research were called in. What they discovered would cement Enfield as one of the most chilling cases ever recorded. Was it a haunting or something else entirely? Tonight, we'll peel back the layers of this story where belief and skepticism collide in the shadows of a family home. The focus of the activity quickly became 11-year-old Janet Hodgson. Witnesses described her as being possessed by an unseen force. In recordings, her voice transformed into a deep guttural growl, far beyond her years, claiming to be the spirit of a man named Bill. Most chilling of all were the infamous photographs. Janet seemingly levitating in midair above her bed. Critics argued she was simply jumping, caught at the right moment. But investigators on the scene swore they witnessed moments that could not be explained away so easily. Furniture flipped, toys flew across the room, and the girls were reportedly thrown from their beds. Maurice Groves and Guy Lyon Playfair of the Society for Psychical Research spent months in the house documenting over 2,000 incidents. Their notes detail moving objects, unexplained voices, and violent disturbances that terrified the Hodgsons. But with the press swarming and skeptics digging for answers, the case became more than just a haunting. It became a battleground over the very nature of the paranormal. As the media frenzy grew, skeptics wasted no time pointing to hoax. Some journalists caught Janet bending spoons and deliberately knocking on walls. The girls themselves admitted to faking a handful of events just to see if investigators would notice. But even after those admissions, the sheer volume of strange activity left many convinced that something unexplainable was happening. Police officers claimed they saw chairs move across the floor. A ventriloquist analyzed Janet's guttural voice and concluded no child could sustain that sound without damaging their vocal cords. Meanwhile, neighbors and family friends reported being too afraid to even step inside the Hodgson home. For every skeptic claiming trickery, there was another credible witness saying they saw the impossible. And that tension is what still gives the Enfield case its power. Was it all the work of mischievous children, or did something darker invade the little house in North London? The haunting stretched on for more than a year before finally fading, leaving behind a trail of questions that have never been fully answered. To this day, believers point to the testimony of dozens of witnesses, as well as the recordings of Janet's otherworldly voice, as proof that the supernatural intruded on the Hodgsons' lives. Skeptics dismiss it as exaggerated media hype, mixed with a few childish pranks. The truth may lie somewhere in between, but one thing is certain: the Enfield Poltergeist has become a legend, inspiring documentaries, books, and even Hollywood films like The Conjuring 2. Was this Britain's most famous haunting, or just a story that spiraled out of control? That's for you to decide. This is Joshua Tree Encounters, where UFOs, cryptids, and high strangeness collide. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the edge of the unknown.